Ви праві, вчора отримала можливість виступити на відкритті.
Indeed, yesterday I had the chance to talk to the Web Summit, a massive community, and my key message is it's time to take sides, because technology is a powerful force. You just have to decide whose side you're on, because the technology can destroy and murder, but also technology can be a saving grace for the children who need new limbs, for example, and also for the medical supplies, for energy, for the communities. So that's the key message I've got. It's time for it's a very powerful force. You just have to decide which side you're on.
And you talked about taking sides. How concerned are you about Ukraine fatigue setting in amongst the allies of your country, particularly as we head towards winter?
Я б в цей момент хотіла б, щоб всі замислилися над тим, яка втома в нас.
Well, talking about fatigue and getting tired, nobody can imagine how tired Ukrainians are. And of course, for us, being tired means that we still have to carry on and fight. But so should the world, because the threat is not just Ukrainian for Ukraine. For us, the fatigue means that we will perish. But for the world, the fatigue will mean that aggressor wins. And it means that this situation can be repeated in 10, 20, 50 years' time with another dictator in the world, and it means that the world will live in the situation where everything is decided through force and everything is decided through the spheres of influence towards the dictatorship and aggression, and we can't allow the world to have this. So if there is a fatigue of the war now, the forecasts are terrible.
And there was this cohesion, there was this unity at the outset of the conflict. My question is then we're starting to see splits, arguably, in questions about energy, in questions about supplies of weapons. Do you see those splits? Are those splits concerning? Are you worried that they're going to become deeper?
Вже ж нас це турбує. Нас це просто не турбує, а лякає.
Well, of course we are concerned, but also when we talk about the concern, we can also talk about the fear, and the fear is not just not the fear of the country, it's the fear of what price could somebody pay for your life. That is scary, when people choose whether it's worth to, do it or not, and are bargaining for that, for the life as a price.
And Russia has, of course, been targeting utilities, infrastructure in major Ukrainian cities, Kyiv, of course, as well, energy, water, electricity. What is the impact on the infrastructure of Ukraine, and what is the impact on the morale of the Ukrainian people?
Ми вчимося жити з економією. Ми розуміємо, що
Well, of course we learn to economize, and we understand that when we have no electricity, it's necessary so that the grid survives, and so we have plants switched off. But also we have got memes which are spreading when there is no electricity. People are putting the candles on and taking pictures, and the comments are extraordinary. Comments are, well, we haven't got the light and you don't have a soul. Or even in the darkness we can see your crimes. So the spirit, the morale is amazing. People are ready to survive, to be patient, to survive the cold, to survive the most terrible things with the darkness, so that the tragedies which we have seen would not happen anymore.
What does Ukraine need right now to blunt the effects of these attacks on your country's infrastructure?
Ці перемовини ведуться на рівні політичного керівництва та
Well, of course, I know that these talks are mainly held on the political level, on the level of the Council of Ministers. Well, they talk about the industrial generators, and in my foundation, what we are doing, we are looking for the smaller generators, so that when the electricity is needed in a particularly difficult emergency situation in schools, in medical establishments, that we have that. So this is indeed the support that's needed, and I can assure you we will fight and we will stand united.